Last week, Demi Lovato's alleged Finsta account that trashed Selena Gomez was leaked for the world to see. And now Demi is speaking out on the hashtag Demi Lovato is over party, cancel culture, and how she really feels when the internet suddenly turns on her. Hey you guys, it's Sussan Mourad here with Clevver News, and if anyone, Demi Lovato knows a thing or two about cancel culture. It was a Friday like any other. Last week, as we were about to wind down for the weekend and peruse our socials one last time before melting into the couch, when we realized we were late to one specific party. The party in question was hashtag Demi Lovato is over party that began trending all over Twitter after Demi's alleged Finsta account leaked last week, basically revealing an entire page dedicated to trash-talking Selena Gomez. Some fans were quick to defend Demi for just needing a place to vent, while many others sided with Selena, claiming that Demi has always had it out for her former Disney Channel rival. Many have been waiting eagerly for Demi to address the Finsta accusations or at least attempt to defend herself. But over the past week, all we've heard is radio silence. Until yesterday, that is. Demi sat down with The Good Place star Jameela Jamil to chat about the effect cancel culture has on her self-image on her I Weigh with Jameela podcast. And let's just say Demi has grown pretty numb to all the hearsay. We're going to get into Demi's interview, but before we do, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already and ring that bell so you never miss a breaking news update. Alright, so just in case anyone was worried about this whole cancel culture taking a toll on Demi, let me put it this way. You know when you're exposed to something so much you basically become numb to it? A little bit like Kardashian cheating scandals, for instance. By now, not much phases us. And that's pretty much how Demi feels about RSVPing to the hashtag Demi Lovato is over party on a weekly basis, as heard from her latest interview.
I've been canceled so many times that I can't even count. Like the hashtag Demi is over party, like that whole thing. It's just like it doesn't even affect me anymore.
This is really great news for the fans who are out to protect Demi and her mental health at all costs. Demi then shed some light on the fact that this whole being over title isn't even real, adding, quote, "I don't think that anybody was ever officially cancelled. Otherwise, certain people wouldn't have Grammys today, certain people wouldn't have Oscars, and certain people wouldn't be where they are in their positions." One thing that Demi did suggest people practice more is forgiveness, but that there are some exceptions to being cancelled.
Where is the forgiveness culture? You know what I mean? Like, I do, to a certain degree, there are some people that just, if you have used up your second and third chances with a certain topic, you're canceled and you should stay canceled.
Demi went on to add that messing up one time and apologizing and owning up to your mistakes should not constitute them as being cancelled indefinitely. She explained, "Let that be an example for other people so they can change. You can't change unless you address what's wrong and provide a solution. If there's no solution, there's not going to be change." I couldn't have said it any better myself, but I think this is a good point to stop and get your opinion on Demi's interview. What are your thoughts on cancel culture? And when celebs make mistakes, what do you want to see from them to be able to give them a second chance? Chime in down in the comments section below. And as with anything said by celebrities, opinions are still flooding social media over the fact that Demi might have addressed cancel culture, but she hasn't apologized. That is, if that Finsta was in fact hers. One user tweeted, "She still didn't apologize. Cancel culture may not affect her, but she's being exposed as problematic and a bad person." The fact that Demi hasn't apologized or addressed the alleged Finsta leak is also leading many fans to believe that the news was all fake. Another user responded by saying, "Why would you apologize for something you didn't do? The one who should be apologizing are the people who spread the fake news who can't even prove that the screenshots are real." Others pointed out that this interview was likely recorded well before the fake screenshots went viral, saying, "She recorded this weeks before the latest cancel party. People really do be living in her head rent-free. Queen of remaining unbothered and making her 100 fandoms pressed." Demi's interview with Jameela also brought to light another ongoing issue with some Taylor Swift fans, especially now that Demi's manager is Taylor's arch-nemesis, Scooter Braun. Swifties who tuned into the podcast weren't exactly pleased with the fact that her interview apparently goes against her friendships with other celebrities, specifically Taylor. Since then, Jameela has been forced to address the hate she's been receiving for the past 24 hours, taking to Twitter to rest her case. She wrote, "I'm not being dragged into celebrity feuds. I'm 34, I'm not involved in any of these dynamics. I don't care which of them dislike each other. I'm interviewing interesting humans sharing their unique mental health journeys that may help others to learn about. Jamila then shut down one fan who claimed she was best friends with Taylor Swift, saying, quote, "I know and like all of these women separately. Their interpersonal histories and relationships are not my fight/business. Not all humans have to get along. Not all women have to get along. It is not as black and white as the internet decides it is. Humans are very complicated." So basically, this whole interview has come full circle once again, and now we're back to this whole cancel culture topic. But I do have to hand it to Jamila for keeping the peace and staying out of other celebrities' beef, no matter what the status of their friendship may be. Be sure to come back to Clevver News for all your breaking news updates. And speaking of cancel culture, click right over here for the latest on Taylor Swift's feud with Scooter Braun. I'm your host, Sussan Mourad. I'll catch you later. Bye, guys.